I'm gonna try to bang this out in 10 minutes since I can't start working until 4 o'clock if I want all the rides to go to this weekend's bonus. But let me just get straight to the point. So, I talked about in the video where I was bashing flat earthers and conspiracy theorists, that once your vision gets strong enough, the actual curvature of the planet is visible. Like, you gotta be able to see far now, but when you can see far enough, you can actually see like the layers. You see the clouds that are up here, and then you slowly see it curving down, and so where it looks like you're seeing trees, but they're really clouds. Like, you can actually see the curve. It's visible if your vision is strong enough, which to me is ultimate proof that the earth isn't flat. You know what I'm saying? And it honestly was a lot to take in because I already knew that like we live a poisonous lifestyle from the food that we eat, from the water that we drink, and from the chemicals that that people consume, starting when they're babies and shit. So I knew all of this stuff had an effect on our bodies, but I never thought in a million years that it negatively impacted our vision by this much. So, and shout out to Mr. Wilson. He was asking, how did I improve my vision, or how do you improve your vision? He basically said that he went to the same people that have been keeping him visually impaired for help. He went to the eye doctors, he went to certified professionals, and funny enough, a guy DM'd me on Discord, right? He claims to be in college, currently trying to get his lawyering degree, right? And he says that he wants to debate anything I want to debate. So if I'm able to if he's serious and I get him on the live stream when we can do a live debate, this is going to pretty much be the ultimate debate because we're going to have a guy that went to Man for Knowledge. We're going to have a guy who is currently becoming a certified professional, and he's going to come on my stream and basically prove everything that I've ever said to be correct. So hopefully he's serious. I'm looking forward to that. Especially since I'm ex-law enforcement and he's trying to be a lawyer. Who knows, we might have some common ground. But he's not a lawyer yet, so he won't have any real-life stories. But it's really not that complicated, guys. You see, it first starts mentally. No, this isn't any conspiracy shit. Just shut up, listen, and hear me out. Inside of our bodies, we have millions of living organisms, right? From our bacterias to our cells to the shit that's even in our bloodstream, right? Our bodies contain millions of living organisms, and most of these organisms directly work on us internally, right? Now, every living organism inside of our body is directly linked to us, directly linked to our state of mind, and directly linked to our mentality. That's why people that are unhappy, that stress starts to have a negative effect on their body, versus people that are happy, it has a positive effect on their bodies. And essentially, what you have to understand is when it comes to repairing your internal organs, all of that shit is connected to your living organs inside of your body. Your eyes, for example, are directly connected to your brain, and the bloodstream is directly connected to your blood cells. So, to keep it simple, you were taught death from the day that you were born. Now, and most people, they get fooled and tricked into thinking, oh yeah, let me hurry up and die so I can go to heaven and be with God. And then you got people that are like atheists that just want to die for no reason, right? They don't even have a heaven that they're looking forward to going to. And then you got people that are kind of in the middle who just are too afraid to do any more research and they're unsure. Now, people think that they can walk around wanting to die and it's not going to have any negative effects on their bodies and how they live their lives. But you have to understand something, guys. Your energy and your mind are powerful, and it's directly connected to all the living organisms inside of you. So if you want to improve your vision, don't go to the fucking doctors to try to improve your vision, first of all. Because yeah, they may give you glasses, but tools only amplify your base stats. So if you put glasses on somebody that's almost blind, it's not going to have the same effects on somebody like me who already has good vision, and now I got Superman vision. That's the main reason I wear these glasses. Like, I don't need them to see, but I love having Superman vision, bro. And funny enough, right, a month ago, I was celebrating now that my vision has gotten strong enough to where I can see the curvature. Well, that was a month ago, and I posted it on Discord, and we called, and we were celebrating, man. But my eyes have gotten even stronger than that now. I can literally see the whole city, like all of Baltimore, if I'm on a leveled plane. And when I was in DC, driving to DC, because you got it from Baltimore to DC, you're driving down the hill, I'm like, wow. This is crazy. And I always used to wonder why cats would just sit in the window and just stare. But now I finally realized it. They're seeing shit way farther than what we can see, and they're honing in on it. But to keep it simple, guys, the first step is you have to change your mentality. Because the second you start wanting to live, and the second you start understanding that life is paradise, and that all these physical gifts that we have, we didn't have before we were born, and you don't take them with you if you die, you know, the second you shift your energy and your mentality to life and living, the organisms inside of your body adapt accordingly. This is why some people look a lot younger than they are. Like, college chicks hit on me every day thinking that I'm 19. And when I tell them I'm 29, they still keep hitting on me because women like older men. You know what I'm saying? But it starts with, this is why in the Path of High Resistance playlist, my earliest videos all say the same thing. First, you have to admit you don't know what you're talking about. That's the first step that most people don't like to do, right? Somebody asked, why do I have so many word stalkers? I got along. Now that I actually know who started those rumors and I know exactly who he is, I'm going to pretty much put him on blast with a bunch of other people. I mean, that's going to be a long video, and I'm going to do some people dirty. It's going to be bad, but and there's a couple of people in my Discord that I'm going to help me with the video, because, you know, they used to be like this too, and they're going to come on video and tell their story, or, you know, I mean, and I'm not going to threaten them, but let's just say this is going to be their way of repaying some favors I did them. So, but I mean, yeah, but this is why I got so many word stalkers, because the first step almost nobody does. Almost nobody admits that they don't know what they're talking about. But after you conquer that step, you then have to decide what it is you want. If you still want death, if you still want to see life as hell, and you think you're going to some heaven after you die, why the fuck are you still on my channel? But if you see life as paradise and you want to live, and you adapt that mentality, the organisms inside of your body directly respond to what your brain is telling them, and you tell your brain what to tell them. So if you tell the organisms in your body to live, improve my body internally, that's the first step, and that's when it begins. People want me to make fucking workout videos. This ain't complicated, bro. Ain't complicated at all. Nonetheless, it's 4 o'clock. For now, I think I'm going to leave it at that, because I could go into the specifics. I could start talking about science and biology and biomechanics, but to be perfectly honest, if people still have a dying mentality, none of that info is going to do them any good in the first place. So first, change your mentality, then go straight to the source, nature, the universe, see the real life effects with a different mentality. Do that for about 3 months. Then maybe I'll get into more specific details on, you know, how I've been improving my body and my vision and whatnot. And the guy that asked me to make this video, again, shout out to Wilson. Wilson has typed comments, you know, what is the purpose of living? You know, is living just a way? So he wants to die. He probably won't admit that out loud, but I can tell from reading his comments that he wants to die, and the rest of his body is shutting down on him because of that. Because understand something, guys, if you tell your body to die, it will. Now, it's a gradual process, right? Some people's bodies shut down quicker than others, but he's been saying that like his vision has been regressing, And Wilson, man, what I want you to understand is that as long as you have a dying mentality, it's not just going to be your vision that regresses. Catch you guys in the next video.